No, this is not a spaceship. And no, it's not an object made by advanced alien technology. Believe it or not, it's a freaking frying pan, a utensil that has existed in some form since ancient Rome. A thing you heat up and put eggs in, and yet, somehow, this particular frying pan costs $199. That's right, $199 for a pan to cook your scrambled eggs in. Well, it's possibly the world's most technologically advanced frying pan, and it's endorsed by Gordon Ramsay, beloved by home chefs everywhere, and apparently crafted from the tears of people who have just checked their credit card statements. But what the hell kind of technology do you infuse into a modern, frankly very expensive frying pan? Let's have a look. Hey there. If you're anything like me, you're a bit of a sucker for everyday items that are now being reimagined by all kinds of direct-to-consumer companies. And one of the biggest success stories from the last few years is a company called HexClad. This American cookware manufacturer was founded in 2016. And if you've been anywhere on the internet in the last few years, it's very likely that you've seen ads from them where world-famous chef Gordon Ramsay yells at you in an attempt to get you to buy one of these pans. And just look at this goddamn thing. It's more of a work of art than a frying pan. It's almost too pretty to subject to heat and the damage that it does over time to most cookware. It's got these really cool laser-etched hexagons that make it look like it was, forged in some sort of futuristic nanotechnology beehive invented by Tony Stark. This is the HexClad Hybrid Nonstick 12-inch fry pan with a tempered glass lid. And HexClad claims this is the hybrid holy grail, combining the searing power of stainless steel with the easy cleanup of nonstick. It's basically promising to be the perfect romantic partner. Tough, low maintenance, and easy on the eyes. But is it? The first thing you need to know about HexClad is that the unboxing experience is aggressively premium. This thing arrives in a very nicely designed cardboard box with a carry handle. Inside, there's a nicer HexClad box and a drawstring dust bag, which you'll probably never use again. It's a dust bag for a frying pan. That's kind of weird, right? My $20 IKEA pan came in a plastic sleeve. This one arrived like it was going to the Met Gala. If you're the kind of person who needs a frying pan to come with its own little outfit, you found the right brand. But okay, I have to admit, pulling this thing out of the bag is satisfying. It's heavy in the right way. It looks stunning. The hexagonal laser-etched pattern across the cooking surface gives it this futuristic honeycomb look. The handle is really solid and it's well-balanced and stays cool while cooking, of course, which actually is not a given in the frying pan world, believe it or not. I assure you, I've burned my hand many times with lesser hardware. And while the overall weight of 3 pounds on its own and 5.3 pounds with the lid is on the heavier side, the weight feels nicely balanced, and it feels pretty good in the hand. But yeah, so it's a bit heavy, and if someone breaks into your house while you're making an omelet, you'll already have a weapon in your hand. And yes, it comes with this tempered glass lid with a little steam vent. It's very thoughtful, very fancy. Simply based on looks, I'm already judging all of my other non-HexClad pots and pans in my kitchen and can't wait to get rid of them. The pan's flat bottom diameter is 11.4 inches, and it's 1.9 inches deep, which kind of borders on the edge of being suitable for deep dish cooking. Now, HexClad calls this a hybrid pan, which means it combines stainless steel durability with nonstick convenience. Here's how they achieve that seemingly impossible goal. There are stainless steel peaks, raised hexagonal ridges over nonstick valleys. You can actually feel the difference in the height just by running your hand over it. So the nonstick valleys contain proprietary ceramic coating called Terabond. The whole thing sits on a magnetic steel base with an aluminum core in between for fast, even heating. So essentially, it's a pan lasagna. Can I help you? It's also worth noting, and this is important, that HexClad used to use PTFE in their nonstick coating. In fact, in 2025, they settled a $2.5 million class action lawsuit over claims they marketed older pans as PFAS-free and non-toxic. Well, they weren't exactly that. So since then, they've switched over to the Terabond ceramic formula, which is now actually PTFE-free and PFAS-free. So good news, the pan you're buying today is the clean version, the glow-up era of HexClad. We don't talk about the lawsuit at dinner. The pan is also oven-safe up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. That's probably more heat than you'll ever need, unless you're, smelting ore in your house or something. I should mention, however, that the glass lid is only safe up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. It's also metal utensil safe, though the only tests I've run on this thing is by accidentally letting my daughter cook some meat and had her use the wrong metal utensil on it. Thankfully, I haven't seen any scratches at all. It's also dishwasher safe, though they do say in the instructions that they prefer you hand wash it. That's kind of normal for this sort of level of cookware. It's also induction compatible, so your fancy induction stovetop friends won't feel left out. All right, look, the big question here is, does it actually cook well? And I'm not going to pretend that I'm a chef. I'm an amateur cook at best, and that's probably a gross exaggeration. But I think the short answer to that question is yes. I've owned many nonstick pans over the years, probably poisoning myself in the process, and the HexClad is a notch above anything I've ever owned. Mind you, again, I'm not a professional cook, but I can still tell the difference between your average $50 nonstick frying pan with a crappy coating and this HexClad. My experience with this pan has been that eggs slide out easily, salmon releases cleanly, searing a steak produces an excellent crust because the raised steel edges actually make contact with the meat at high heat, while the nonstick valleys keep things from welding themselves to the surface. I tested this over several weeks, cooking things like stir fries, chicken, grilled cheese, veggie burgers, pasta, scrambled eggs, omelets, and more. The heat distribution seems to be quite even. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than any other pan I've had. And that's thanks to that aluminum core doing its little aluminum core thing. There are no real major hotspots, and everything cooks quite uniformly. But, and this is crucial, you do need to use oil. Despite being billed as non-stick, reviewers consistently note that if you go in completely dry, things will stick a little bit. This pan is not magic after all. It still needs a teaspoon of oil or butter or something like that. It's non-stick, not defy the laws of physics stick. Also, I would say it's best to preheat it on medium-low. HexClad heats fast because of that aluminum core, and the instructions literally tell you that medium on HexClad equals medium-high on other pans. If you crank it too high because that's what your old pan needed, you'll live to regret it. The nonstick coating does not appreciate reckless heat. Treat it like a very expensive houseplant, with care and respect. Let's talk about a few things that I've been less excited about, because it's not all 5-star symphonies over here. Weight. This pan is definitely heavier, as I mentioned earlier. It's not cast iron levels of heavy, but noticeably substantial. If you're cooking for a crowd and need to be flipping and tilting constantly, your wrist will, let's just say, have opinions on it. The round handle, on a few occasions, I found it can rotate in your hand a little bit too easily when you tilt the pan to pour liquids or slide food, which I guess is not ideal when you're pouring hot liquid and the pan decides to do a little spin. I would have liked more grip on the handle personally, just a little more, please don't drop this $200 pan on your foot energy. If you're looking for a deep dish pan at 1.59 inches of pan height, this might be a bit shallow for you. It's fine for most things, but if you're someone who tends to sauce splash themselves regularly, which I can't confirm or deny, the 5.5 QT deep saute version that HexClad sells might be more your speed. Cleaning the hexagonal surface, well, the nooks and crannies of that beautiful hex pattern, while aesthetically stunning, do require a little more effort to clean than a smooth nonstick surface. You'll want to soak it first and give it a proper scrub. Nothing terrible, but it's not quite the 30-second hand wash experience you might be used to. Your mileage will, of course, vary depending on what you've just cooked. And long-term nonstick durability? Well, I haven't owned this pan for long enough to be a judge on this matter. I've only had it for a few months. But I've seen some other long-term users that have reported the nonstick coating does slightly deteriorate over time. HexClad has a lifetime warranty, so theoretically they'll sort you out, but it's worth noting that lifetime warranty against manufacturer's defects does have fine print. Excessive heat, improper cleaning, or using the wrong tools can all void your claim. So that pan that seemed like a lifetime investment does require some tender loving care. We need to talk a bit about how Gordon Ramsay fits into all of this because he's everywhere in HexClad's marketing. As I mentioned earlier, Gordon Ramsay is not just an ambassador for HexClad, he's an equity owner. So when Gordon looks into the camera and says these are his go-to pans at home and in professional kitchens, just hold that in your mind. He's not lying. They apparently really did replace the cookware on Hell's Kitchen with HexClad, but he is also a man with a financial stake in whether you buy one. The man runs restaurants with 3 Michelin stars. The pans are clearly not embarrassing themselves in professional settings, so the endorsement, while financially motivated, is not exactly hollow. Okay, the big one, $200 US for one pan. Here's where I land. HexClad is excellent cookware. The performance is real, the build quality is real, the versatility is real. If you want a single pan that can sear, saute, go oven to table, work on induction, and still technically be considered non-stick, this is one of the best options on the market. The price, however, is absolutely factoring in. The brand's very aggressive marketing budget, the Gordon Ramsay deal, the fancy dust bag, and the hexagonal prestige tax. Critics at the Rational Kitchen noted that you're essentially paying clad stainless prices for a pan that also contains non-stick. And both of those categories have excellent competitors at lower price points individually. If you're looking for one do-everything pan, and you can catch it on sale, and HexClad runs a lot of sales and coupons constantly, like suspiciously constantly, it's worth it. I purchased mine on Amazon for 20% off. Sign up to their mailing list, be patient for a great deal, and then buy it. At full price, you're paying a premium for the design, the brand, and the peace of mind of a lifetime warranty. Whether that peace of mind is worth an extra $100 over a comparable alternative is entirely a matter of how you feel about drawstring dust bags. The HexClad 12-inch hybrid fry pan with lid is a great piece of cookware, even for barely capable cooks like myself. I'm looking at all of you gentlemen. It's also expensive. The two things can be true simultaneously. If someone gifted this to you, you'd think they were an excellent person with wonderful taste in cookware. I'm giving this pan a 4.5 out of 5, with the half-star deducted entirely for the price tag, the weight, and the resulting existential crisis it causes every time you look at your credit card statement. Gordon Ramsay would approve. Your financial prudence will not. Cook accordingly. Okay, that's it. If you want to pick one of these up to add to your kitchen, I've left a link in the description below. And if you found this video useful, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling me what your most embarrassingly expensive kitchen or cookware purchase has been. Mine was a $90 pepper grinder. Yeah, I own one, and I'm not proud of that. Actually, wait. HexClad also sells salt and pepper grinders now for $169. I need to go lie down now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.